Through this house, give glimmering light by the dead and drowsy fire. Every elf and fairy sprite, hop, as light as bird from briar. And this ditty after me, sing and dance it trippingly.
First, rehearse your song I wrote. To each word a warbling note. Hand in hand with fairy grace, will we sing and bless this
Our nuptial hour draws on apace. 4 happy days bringing another moon. But oh, methinks how slow this old moon wanes.
4 days will quickly steep themselves in night. 4 nights will quickly dream away the time. And then the moon, like to a silver bow, now bent in heaven, shall behold the night of our solemnities.
Oh, Hippolyta, I wooed thee with my sword, and won thy love doing thee injuries, but I will wed thee in another key, with pomp, with triumph, and with reveling.
Happy be, Theseus, our renowned duke.
Thanks, good Aegea. What's the news with thee?
Full of vexation come I with complaint against my child, my daughter Hermia. Stand forth, Demetrius. My noble lord, this man hath my consent to marry her. Stand forth, Lysander. And my gracious duke, this man hath bewitched the bosom of my child. Thou, Lysander, thou hast given her rhymes and entertained love tokens with my child. Thou hast by moonlight at her window sung with feigning voice verses of feigning love, and stolen the impression of her fantasy with bracelets of thy hair, rings, gauds, conceit, snacks, trifles, nosegays, sweetmeats, messengers of strong prevailment in unhardened youth. With cunning hast thou filled my daughter's heart, turned her obedience, which is due to me, to stubborn harshness. And, my gracious duke, be it so she will not hear before your grace consent to marry with Demetrius, I beg the ancient privilege of Athens. As she is mine, I may dispose of her, which shall be either to this gentleman, or to her death, according to our law immediately provided in that case.
What say you, Hermia? Be advised, fair maid, to you your mother should be as a god, one who composed your beauty, yea, and one to whom you are but as a form in wax, by her imprinted, and within her power to leave the figure or to disfigure it. Demetrius is a worthy gentleman.
So is Lysander.
In himself he is, but in this kind, wanting your mother's voice, the other must be held the worthier.
I would my mother looked, but with my eyes.
Rather, your eyes must with her judgment look.
I do entreat your grace to pardon me. I know not by what power I am made bold in such a presence here to plead my thoughts. But I beseech your grace that I may know the worst that may befall me in this case if I refuse to wed Demetrius.
Either to die the death or to abjure forever the society of men. Therefore, fair Hermia, question your desires. Know of your youth, examine well your blood, whether if you yield not to your mother's choice, you can endure the livery of a nun. For I, to be in shady cloister mew, to live a barren sister all your life, chanting faint hymns to that cold, fruitless moon.
So will I grow, so live, so die, my lord, ere will I yield my virgin patent up unto his lordship, whose unwished yoke my soul consents not to give sovereignty.
Take time to pause. And by the next new moon, the sealing day betwixt my love and me, for everlasting bond of fellowship. Upon that day, either prepare to die for disobedience to your mother's will, or else to wed Demetrius as she would, or on Diana's altar to protest for aye austerity and single life.
Relent, sweet Hermia. And Lysander, yield thy crazed title to my certain right.
You have her mother's love, Demetrius. Let me have Hermia's. Do you marry her?
Scornful Lysander. True, he hath my love, and what is mine, my love shall render him, and she is mine, and all my right of her I do estate unto Demetrius.
I am, my lord, as well derived as he, as well possessed. My love is more than his. My fortunes every way is fairly ranked, if not with vantage, as Demetrius. And which is more than all these boasts can be, I am beloved of beauteous Hermia. Why should not I then prosecute my right? Demetrius, I'll avouch it to his head, made love to Netter's daughter Helena, and won her soul, and she, sweet lady, devoutly dotes in idolatry upon this spotted and inconstant man.
I must confess that I have heard so much, and with Demetrius thought to have spoke thereof. But my mind being full of self-affairs, it did lose it. But Demetrius, come, and Aegea, come, you shall go with me. I must employ you in some business. For you, fair Hermia, look you arm yourself to fit your fancy to your mother's will, or else the law of Athens yields you up to death, or a vow of a single life. Come, Hippolyta. What cheer, my love?
How now, my love? Why is your cheek so pale? How chance the roses there do fade so fast?
Belike for want of rain, which I could well beteem them from the tempest of my eyes.
Ay me, for aught that I could ever read, could ever hear by tale or history, the course of true love never did run smooth, but either it was different in blood,
Oh, cross too high to be enthralled to low,
or else misgrafted in respective years,
Oh, spite too old to be engaged to young,
or else it stood upon the choice of friends,
Oh, hell to choose love by another's eyes.
or if there were a sympathy in choice, war, death, or sickness did lay siege to it, making it momentary as a sound, swift as a shadow, short as any dream, brief as the lightning and the colleague night, that in a spleen unfolds both heaven and earth, and ere man hath power to say, behold, the jaws of darkness do devour it up. So quick bright things come to confusion.
If then true lovers have been ever crossed, it stands as an edict in destiny.
A good persuasion. Therefore, hear me, Hermia. I have a widow aunt, a dowager of great revenue, and she hath no child. From Athens is her house remote 7 leagues, and she respects me as her only son. There, gentle Hermia, may I marry thee, and to that place the sharp Athenian law cannot pursue us. If thou lovest me, then steal forth thy mother's house tomorrow night, and in the wood, a league without the town, there will I stay for thee.
Oh, my good Lysander, I swear to thee by Cupid's strongest bow, by his best arrow with the golden head, by all the vows that ever men have broke, in number more than ever women spoke. In that same place thou hast appointed me, tomorrow truly will I meet with thee.
Keep promise, love.
Oh!
Look, here comes Helena.
Godspeed, fair Helena, whither away?
Call you me fair? Not fair again and say, Demetrius loves your fair. Oh, happy fair! Oh, teach me how you look, and with what art you sway the motion of Demetrius's heart.
No, I frown upon him, yet he loves me still.
Oh, that your frowns would teach my smile such a skill!
I give him curses, yet he gives me love.
Oh, that my prayers could such affection move.
The more I hate, the more he follows me.
The more I love, the more he hated me.
His folly, Helena, is no fault of mine.
None but your beauty. Would that fault were mine.
Take comfort. He no more shall see my face. Lysander and myself will fly this place. Before the time I did Lysander see,
seemed Athens as a paradise to me. Oh then, what graces in my love do dwell that he have turned a heaven unto a hell.
Helen, to you our minds we will unfold. Tomorrow night, when Phoebe doth behold her silver visage in the watery glass, decking with liquid pearl the bladed grass, a time that lovers' flights doth still conceal, through Athens' gates have we devised to steal.
And in the wood where often you and I upon faint primrose beds were wont to lie, emptying our bosoms of their counsel sweet, there my Lysander and myself shall meet, and thence from Athens turn away our eyes to seek new friends and stranger companies. Farewell, sweet playfellow. Pray thou for us, and good luck reading thy Demetrius. Keep word, Lysander. We must starve our sight from lovers' food till morrow, deep midnight.
Oh, I will, my Hermia. Helena, adieu, as you on him, Demetrius stowed on you.
How happy some or other some can be! To Athens I am thought as fair as she. But what of that? Demetrius thinks not so. He will not know what all but he do know. And as he errs, doting on Hermia's eyes, so I, admiring of his qualities, things base and vile, holding no quantity, love can transpose through form and dignity. Love looks not with the eyes, but with the mind, and therefore is winged Cupid painted blind. Nor hath love's mind of any judgment taste, wings, and no eyes figure unheedy haste, and therefore is love said to be a child, because in choice he is so oft beguiled. As waggish boys in games themselves forswear, so the boy love is perjured everywhere. For ere Demetrius looked on Hermia's eye, he hailed on oaths that he was only mine, and when this hailsome heat from Hermia felt, he dissolved, and showers of oaths did melt. I will go tell him of fair Hermia's flight! Then to the wood will he tomorrow night pursue her. And for this intelligence, if I have thanks, it is a dear expense, but hearing me nigh to enrich my pain, to have his sight thither and back again! Cheer for me, cheer for me!
Is all our company here?
You were best to call them generally man by man according to the script.
Here is the scroll of every man's name, which is thought fit through all Athens to play in our interlude before the Duke and Duchess on his wedding day at night.
First, Peter Quince, you must say what the play treats on, then read the names of the actors, and so grow to a point.
Ah, Mary, our play is the most lamentable comedy and most cruel death of Pyramus and Thisbe.
Oh, a very good piece of work, I assure you, and a merry. Now call forth the actors by the scroll. Masters, spread yourselves.
Answer as I call you, Nick Bottom the Weaver.
Ready? Name what part I am for and proceed.
You, Nick Bottom, are set down for Pyramus.
Pyramus. What is Pyramus, a lover or a tyrant?
A lover that kills himself, most gallant for love.
Why, this will ask some tears in the true performing of it. If I do it, let the audience look to their eyes. I will move storms. I will condole in some measure. To the rest yet, my chief humor is for a tyrant. I could play Ericles rarely, or a part to tear a cat in. To make all split, the raging rocks and shivering shocks shall break the locks of prison gates, and Phoebus' car shall shine from far, and make and mar the foolish fates. This was lofty. Now, name the rest of the players. This was a tyrant's fame. A lover is more condoling.
Francis Flute, the bellows mender.
Here, Peter Quince.
You must take Thisbe on you.
What is Thisbe?
A wandering knight?
Oh, it is the lady that Pyramus must love.
Nay, faith, let not me play a woman. I have a beard coming.
That's all one. You may play it in the mask and speak it as small as you will.
And I may hide my face. Let me play Thisbe too. I will speak in a monstrous little voice. Ah, Disney, Disney. Oh, Pyramus, my lover dear, thy Thisbe dear, and Lady dear.
No. You must play Pyramus and flute, you Thisbe.
Well, proceed.
Tom Snout, the tinker.
I'm here, Peter Quince.
You, Pyramus's father. Myself, Thisbe's father. Snug the joiner. You, the lion's part. And I hope here is a play fitted.
Have you the lion's part written? Pray you, if it be, give it me, for I am slow of study.
You may do it extempore.
Huh?
For it is nothing but roaring.
Rah! Let me play the lion too.
Yes! Yes!
I will roar them that I will make any man's heart glad to hear me. I will roar them that I will make the Duke say, let him roar again. Let him roar again.
And you should do it too terribly. You would fright the Duchess and the ladies that they would shriek, and that were enough to hang us all.
Oh, I grant you, friends, if you were to fright the ladies out of their wits, they would have no more discretion but to hang us. But I will aggravate my voice so that I will roar you as gentle as any sucking dove. I will roar you, and 'twere any nightingale.
You can play no part but Pyramus. For Pyramus is a sweet-faced man, a proper man, as one would see on a summer's day, a lovely, most gentle, manlike man. Therefore, you must needs play Pyramus.
Oh, well, then I will undertake it. What beard were I best to play in?
What you will. But masters, here are your parts, and I am to entreat you, request you, and desire you to come them by tomorrow night and meet me a mile without the town in the palace wood. There, by moonlight, we will rehearse. For if we meet in the city, we shall be dogged with company and our devices known. In the meantime, I will draw a bill of property such as the play wants. I pray you, fail me not.
We will meet, and there we may rehearse most obscenely and courageously. Take pains, fail me not. Be perfect. Adieu!
At the Duke's oak we meet!
How now, spirit? Whither wander you?
Over hill, over dale, through a bush, through a briar, over park, over pale, through a flood, through a fire. I do wander everywhere, swifter than the moon's sphere. And I serve the fairy queen to do her orbs upon the green. I must go seek some dewdrops here and hang a pearl in every cowslip's ear. Farewell, thou lob of spirits, I'll be gone. Our queen and all her elves come here anon.
The king doth keep his revels here tonight. Take heed the queen come not within his sight, for Oberon is passing fell and wrath, because that she, as her attendant, hath a lovely boy stolen from an Indian king. She never had so sweet a changeling. And jealous Oberon would have the child knight of his train to trace the forest wild. But she perforce withholds the loved boy, crowns him with flowers, and makes him all her joy. And now they never meet in grove or green, by fountain clear or spangled starlight sheen. But they do square that all their elves for fear creep into acorn cups and hide them there.
Either I mistake your shape and making quite, or else you are that shrewd and knavish sprite called Robin Goodfellow. Are not you he that frights the maidens of the villagery, and sometime make the drink to bear no barm, mislead night wanderers laughing at their harm? Those that hobgoblin call you and sweet puck, you do their work and they shall have good luck. Are not you he?
Thou speakest aright. I am that merry wanderer of the night. I jest to Oberon and make him smile, when I a fat and bean-fed horse beguile, laying in likeness of a filly fool. Or sometimes lurk I in a gossip's bowl, in very likeness of a roasted crab. And when she drinks, against her lips I bob, and on her withered dewlap pour the ale. The wisest aunt, telling the saddest tale, sometime for 3-foot stool mistaketh me, then slip I from her bum, down topples she. A merrier hour was never wasted there. But room fairy, here comes Oberon.
Here my mistress, would that she were gone.
Ill met by moonlight, proud Titania.
What? Jealous, Oberon? Fairies, skip hence. I have forsworn his bed and company.
Tarry, rash wanton. Am not I thy lord?
And I must be thy lady. But I know when thou hast stolen away from fairyland, and in the shape of Corin sat all day, playing on pipes of corn and versing love to amorous Phillida. Why art thou here? Come from the farthest steep of India, but that, forsooth, the bouncing Amazon! Your buskind mistress and your warrior love to Theseus must be wedded, and you come to give their bed joy and prosperity?
How canst thou thus for shame, Titania, gladden my credit with the polita, knowing I know thy love to Theseus?
These are the forgeries of jealousy. And never since middle summer spring met we on hill, in dale, forest or mead, by paved fountain or in rushy brook, or in the beached margin of the sea to dance our ringlets to the whistling winds. But with thy brawls thou hast disturbed our sport. Therefore, the winds, piping to us in vain, as in revenge, have sucked up from the sea contagious fogs, which, falling in the land, hath every petty river made so proud that they have overborne their continents. The fold stands empty in the drowned field, and crows are fatted with the murrain flocks. The 9 men's moors is filled up with mud, the quaint mazes and the wanton green, for lack of tread, are undistinguishable. The human mortals want their winter here. No night is now with him or carol blessed. Therefore, the moon, the governess of floods, pale in her anger, washes all the air that rheumatic diseases do abound. And through this distemperature, we see the seasons alter. The spring, the summer, the childing autumn, angry winter, change their wonted liveries, and the mazed world, by their increase now, knows not which is which. And this same progeny of evils comes from our debate, from our dissension. We are their parents and original.
Do you amend it then? It lies in you. Why should Titania cross her Oberon? I do but beg a little changeling boy to be my henchman.
Set your heart at rest. The fairyland buys not the child of me. His mother was a votress of my order, and in the spiced Indian air by night, full often hath she gossiped by my side. But she being mortal, of that boy did die. And for her sake do I rear up her boy, and for her sake I will not part with him.
How long within this wood intend you stay?
Perchance till after Theseus' wedding day. If you will patiently dance in our round and see our moonlight revels, go with us. If not, shun me and I'll spare your haunts.
Give me that boy, and I will go with thee.
Not for thy fairy kingdom! Fairies away, we shall chide downright if I longer stay.
Well, go thy way. Thou shalt not from this grove till I torment thee for this injury. My gentle Puck, come hither. Thou rememberest, since once I sat upon a promontory, and heard a mermaid and a dolphin's back uttering such dulcet and harmonious breath that the rude sea grew civil at her song, and certain stars shot madly from their spheres to hear the sea maid's music.
I remember.
That very time I saw it, but thou couldst not, flying between the cold moon and the earth, Cupid, all armed. A certain name he took it, a fair vestal thrown it by the west, and loosed his love shaft smartly from his bow as it should pierce 100,000 hearts. Yet marked I, when the bolt was chased and quenched in the chaste beams of a watery moon, and the imperial votress passed on, in maiden meditation, fancy-free. Yet marked I where the bolt of Cupid fell. It fell upon a little western flower, before milk white, now purple with love's wound, and maidens call it love in idleness. Fetch me that flower, that herb I showed thee once. The drop of it on sleeping eyelids laid will make or man or woman madly dote upon the next live creature that it sees. Fetch me that herb, and be thou here again ere the Leviathan can swim a league.
I'll put a girdle round about the earth in 40 minutes.
Oh, having once this juice, I'll watch Titania when she is asleep, and drop the liquor of it in her eyes. The next waking thing she looks upon, be it on lion, bear, or wolf, or bull, a meddling monkey, or busy ape, she shall pursue it with the soul of love. And here I take this charm from off her sight, as I can take it with another herb. I'll make her render up her page to me. But who comes here? I am invisible, and over here the conference.
Oh, I love thee not, therefore pursue me not. Where is Lysander and fair Hermia? Thou toldst me they were stolen unto this wood. Hence, get thee gone and follow me no more.
You draw me, you hard-hearted adamant. Oh, leave you your power to draw, and I shall have no power to follow you.
Do I entice you? Do I speak you fair? Or rather, do I not, in plainest truth, tell you I do not nor I cannot love you?
And even for that do I love you the more. I am your spaniel, and Demetrius, the more you beat on me, I will fawn on you.
Oh.
Use me but as your spaniel. Spurn me, strike me, neglect me, lose me, only give me leave, unworthy as I am to follow you.
Tempt not too much the hatred of my spirit, for I am sick when I do look on thee.
And I'm sick when I look not on you.
You do impeach your modesty too much. To leave the city and commit yourself into the hands of one that loves you not. To trust the opportunity of night and the ill counsel of a desert place with the rich worth of your virginity.
Your virtue is my privilege, for that it is not night when I do see your face. Therefore I think I am not in the night, nor doth this wood lack worlds of company. For you, in my respect, are all the world. And how can it be said I am alone when all the world is here to look on me?
I'll run from me and hide me in the brakes and leave you to the mercy of wild beasts.
The wildest hath not such a heart as you. Run when you will, the story shall be changed. Apollo flies, and Daphne holds the chase.
I will not stay thy questions. Let me go. Or if thou follow, do not believe, but I shall do thee mischief in the wood.
Aye, in the temple, in the town, in the field, you do me mischief. Fie, Demetrius! Your wrongs do set a scandal on my sex. We cannot fight for love as men may do. We should be wooed, and we're not made to woo. I'll follow thee, and make a heaven of hell, to die upon the hand I love so well. Demetrius!
Fare thee well, nymph. Ere he do leave this grove, thou shalt fly him, and he shall seek thy love. Hast thou the flower there? Welcome, wanderer.
Hi, there it is.
I pray thee, give it to me. bank where the wild time blows, where ox slips and nodding violet grows, quite o'er canopied with luscious woodbine, with sweet musk roses and with eglantine. There sleeps Titania, sometime of the night, lulled in these flowers with dances and delight. And there the snake throws her enameled skin weed wide enough to wrap a fairy in. With the juice of this, I'll streak her eyes and make her full of hateful fantasies. Take thou some of it, and seek through this grove. Oh, a sweet Athenian lady is in love with a disdainful youth. Anoint his eyes, but do it when the next thing he espies may be the lady. Thou shalt know the man by the Athenian garments he hath on, affected with some care, that he may prove more fond on her than she upon her love. And look thou meet me ere the first cock crow.
Fear not, my lord, your servant shall do so.
Now we'll roundel and a fairy song, and sing me now to sleep. Then to your offices, and let me rest.
Now all is well. One aloof stands sentinel.
Mustard seed! Oh, mustard seed! Mustard seed, I'm over here!
What thou seest when thou dost wake, do it for thy true love's take. Love and languish for his sake, be it ounce, or cat, or bear, pard or boar with bristled hair, in thy eye that shall appear when thou wakest, it is thy dear. Wake when some vile thing is near.
Fair love, you faint with wandering in the wood, and to speak troth, I have forgot our way. Will rest us, Hermia, if you think it good, and tarry for the comfort of the day.
Oh, be it so, Lysander. Find you out of bed, for I upon this bank will rest my head.
One turf shall serve as pillow for us both. One heart, one bed, two bosoms, and one troth.
Nay, good Lysander. For my sake, my dear, lie further off yet. Do not lie so near.
Oh, take the sense sweet of my innocence. Love takes the meaning in love's conference. I mean that my heart unto yours is knit, so that but one heart we can make of it. Two bosoms, interchain it with an oath, so then two bosoms and a single troth. Then, by your side, no bedroom me deny, for lying so, Hermia, I do not lie.
Lysander riddles very prettily. But, gentle friend, for love and courtesy lie further off in human modesty. Such separation, as well may be said, becomes a virtuous bachelor and a maid, so far be distant. And good night, sweet friend, thy love ne'er alter till thy sweet life ends.
Amen, amen to that fair prayer, say I, and then end life when I end loyalty. here is my bed. Sleep give thee all his rest.
With half that wish, the wisher's eyes be pressed.
Through the forest have I gone, but Athenian found I none, on whose eyes I might approve this flower's force in stirring love. Night and silence. Who is here? Weeds of Athens he doth wear. This is he, my master said, despised the Athenian maid, and hear the maiden sleeping sound on the dank and dirty ground. Pretty soul, she durst not lie near this lack love, this kill courtesy. Churl, upon thy eyes I throw all the power that's charmed us all. When thou wakest, let love forbid sleep his seat on thy eyelid. So awake when I am gone, for I must now to Oberon. Stay! Do thou kill me, sweet Demetrius!
I charge thee hence, and do not haunt me thus!
Oh, will thou villain lead me? Do not so!
Stay, on my peril, I alone will go!
I am out of breath in this fond chase. The more my prayer, the lesser is my grace. Happy is Hermia, wheresoe'er she lies, for she hath blessed and attractive eyes. How came her eyes so bright? Not with salt tears. If so, my eyes are oftener washed than hers. No, I am as ugly as a bear, for beasts that meet me run away for fear. Therefore no marvel, though Demetrius do, as a monster, fly my presence thus! Ooh. But who is here? Lysander on the ground? Dead? Or asleep? I see no blood, no wound. Lysander, if you live, good sir, awake!
And run through fire will I for thy sweet sake. Oh, transparent Helena, nature shows art that through thy bosom makes me see thy heart. Where is Demetrius? Oh, how fit a word is that vile name to perish on my sword.
Do not say so! Lysander, say not so! What though he love your Hermia? Lord, what though? Yet Hermia still loves you, then be content.
Content with Hermia? No, I do repent the tedious minutes I with her have spent. Not Hermia, but Helena I love, who will not change a raven for a dove. The will of man is by his reason swayed, and reason says you are the worthier maid. Things growing are not ripe until their season, so I, being young till now, ripe not to reason. And touching now the point of human skill, reason becomes the marshal to my will.
Wherefore was I to this keen mockery born? When at your hands did I deserve this scorn? It's not enough, young man, that I did never know, nor never can, deserve a sweet look from Demetrius' eye, but you must flout my insufficiency? Good troth, you do me wrong. Good sooth, you do in such disdainful manner me to woo. But fare you well, perforce I must confess I thought you lord of more true gentleness. Oh, that a lady of one man refuse should of another therefore be abused!
She sees not Hermia. Hermia, sleep thou there, and never mayst thou come Lysander near. For as a surfeit of the sweetest things, the deepest loathing to the stomach brings. Or as the heresies that men do leave are hated most of those they did deceive. So thou, my surfeit, and my heresy, of all be hated, but the most of me. And all my powers, address your love and might, to honor Helen and to be her knight.
Help me, Lysander, help me! Do thy best to pluck this crawling serpent from my breast! Oh, ay me, for pity, what a dream was here! Lysander, look how I do quake with fear! Oh, methought a serpent ate my heart away, and you sat smiling at his cruel prey. Lysander! What, removed? Lysander, Lord! What, out of hearing, gone, no sound, no word? Alack, where are you? Speak, and if you hear, speak of all loves! I swoon almost with fear.
Are we all
And here's a marvelous, convenient place for our rehearsal. This green plot shall be our stage, this hawthorn brake our tiring house, and we will do it in action as we will do it before the Duke.
Peter Quince?
What sayest thou, Bully Bottom?
There are things in this comedy of Pyramus and Thisbe that shall never please. First, Pyramus must draw a sword to kill himself, which the ladies cannot abide. How answer you that?
Fire, like, parlous fear.
I believe we must leave the killing out when all is done.
Not a whit. I have a device to make all well. Write me a prologue, and let the prologue seem to say that we will do no harm with our swords, and that Pyramus is not killed indeed. And for more better assurance, tell them that I, Pyramus, am not Pyramus, but am Bottom the Weaver. This will put them out of their fear.
Well, we will have such a prologue.
Oh, will not the ladies be afeard of the lion? I fear it, I promise you.
Masters, you ought to look to yourself. To bring in God shield us, a lion among ladies, is a most dreadful thing. For there is not a more fearful wild fowl than your lion living, and we ought to look to it.
Therefore, another prologue must say that he is not a lion.
Nay, he must name his name, and half his face must be seen through the lion's neck, and he himself must speak through and say thus, or to the same defect, ladies, or most fair ladies. I would wish you, I would request you, I would entreat you. Oh, not to fear my life for yours. Oh, if I come hither into this place as a lion, it were a pity of my life. No, I am no such thing. I am a man, as other men are. And there indeed let him name his name, and tell them plainly he is Snug the Joiner.
Well, it shall be so. But there is two hard things. That is to bring the moonlight into the chamber for, you know, Pyramus and Thisbe meet by moonlight.
Well, doth the moon shine that night we play our play?
A calendar, look in the almanac. Find out moonshine.
No, it doth shine that night.
Why, then we may leave a casement of the great chamber window where we play open, and the moon may shine in at the casement.
Aye, or one may come in with a bush of thorn and a lantern and say he come to disfigure or to present the person of moonshine. Then there's another thing. That is we must have a great wall in the chamber for Pyramus and Thisbe, says the story, to talk through the chink of a wall.
You could never bring in a wall. What sayest thou, Bottom?
Why, some man or other must present wall, and let him have some plaster or some loam or some rough cast about him to signify wall, or let him hold his fingers thus, and through that cranny may Pyramus and Thisbe whisper.
If that may be, then all is well. Come, sit you down, every mother's son, and rehearse your parts. Pyramus, you begin. When you have spoken your speech, enter into the break, and so everyone according to his cue.
What hempen homespuns have we swaggering here, so near the cradle of the fairy queen? What? A play toward! I'll be an auditor! An actor too, perhaps, if I see cause.
Pyramus, speak. Thisbe, stand forth.
Thisbe, the flowers of odious savor sweet.
No, odors.
Odors, so hath thy breath, my dearest Thisbe dear, that hark, a voice. Stay thou but here a while, and by I will to thee appear.
Must I speak now?
Aye, Mary, must you, for you must understand he goes but to see a noise he's heard and is to come again.
Most radiant Pyramus, most lily white of hue, of color like the red rose on triumphant briar, most brisky juvenile, and face most lovely true as truest horse that yet would never tire. I'll meet thee, Pyramus, at Ninny's tomb.
Ninus! Tomb! Well, you must not speak that yet. That you answer to Pyramus. Would you speak all your part at once, cues and all? Pyramus, enter! Your cue is past. It is never tired.
Oh, as truest horse that yet would never tire.
If I were fair Thisbe, I were only thine.
Monstrous! Oh, strength!
You see an ass head of your own, do you? I see their knavery. This is to make an ass of me, to frighten me if they could. But I will not stir from this place. I will walk up and down, and I will sing, so they shall hear that I am not afraid. The Usulcock with blackest hue, with orange and tawny bill, the throstle with his note so true, the wren with little quill.
Wakes me from my flowery bed. I pray thee, gentle mortal, sing again. Mine ear is much enamored of thy note. So is mine eye, enthralled to thy shape, and thy fair virtues force perforce doth move me on the first view to say, to swear, I love thee.
Oh, methinks, mistress, you have little reason for that. And yet, to say truth, reason and love keep little company together nowadays.
Thou art as wise as thou art beautiful.
Not a whit. Oh, if I were smart enough to get out of this wood, I'm smart enough to serve my own turn.
Out of this wood do not desire to go. Thou shalt remain here, whether thou wilt or no. I am a spirit of no common rate. The summer still doth tend upon my state, and I do love thee. Therefore, go with me. I'll give thee fairies to attend on thee, and they shall fetch thee jewels from the deep, and sing while thou on pressed flowers dost sleep. And I will purge thy mortal grossest snow, that thou shalt like an airy spirit go. A peas blossom, cobweb, moat, and mustard seed. Ready? And I. Where shall we go? Be kind and courteous to this gentleman. Hop in his walks and gamble in his eyes. Feed him with apricots and dewberries, with purple grapes, green figs, and mulberries. Oh, the honey bags, steal from the humblebees. And for night tapers, crop their waxen thighs, and light them at the fiery glowworm's eyes, to have my love to bed,
And to arise.
and pluck the wings from painted butterflies to fan the moonbeams from his sleeping eyes. Nudge him else and do him courtesies.
Hail, mortal!
Hail, hail.
Oh, I shall desire you of more acquaintance, good mistress.
Woo! When a monster is in love!
Celebrate you, baby. I have to praise you like I should.
My mistress with a monster is in love! Near to her close and consecrated bower, while she was in her dull and sleeping hour, a crew of patches, rude mechanicals, that work for bread upon Athenian stalls, were met together to rehearse a play intended for great Theseus' nuptial day. The shallowest, thick skin of that barren sort, who Pyramus presented in their sport, forsook his scene and entered in a break, when I did him at this advantage take. An ass's knoll I fixed on his head, anon his this we must be answered, and forth my mimic comes, when they him spy, as wild geese that the creeping fowler eye, or russet pated choughs, many in swords, rising and cawing at the gun's report, sever themselves and madly sweep the sky, so at his sight away his fellows fly, and at our stamp, here o'er and o'er one falls, he murder cries, and help from Athens calls. Their sense thus weak, lost with their fears, the strong, made senseless things begin to do them wrong. For briars and thorns at their apparel snatch, some sleeves, some hats, from yielders all things catch. I led them on in this distracted fear, and left sweet Pyramus translated there. When in that moment, so it came to pass, Titania winked, and straightway loved it
Oh, this falls out better than I could devise. But hast thou yet latched the Athenians' eyes with the love juices I did bid thee do?
I took him sleeping, that is finished too. And the Athenian woman by his side, that when he waked afore she must be eyed.
Stand close. This is the same Athenian.
This is the woman, but not this the man.
Oh, why rebuke you him that loves you so? Lay breath so bitter on your bitter foe.
Oh, now I but chide, but I should use the worst. For thou, I fear, hast given me cause to curse. If thou hast slain Lysander in his sleep, being overshoes in blood, plunge in the deep and kill me too. Oh, it cannot be, but thou hast murdered him. So should a murderer look so dead, so grim.
So should the murdered look, and so should I, pierce through the heart with your stern cruelty. Yet you, the murderer, look as bright, as clear as yonder Venus in her glimmering sphere.
Out, dog, out, cur, thou drivest me past the bounds of maiden's patience. Hast thou slain him then? Henceforth be never numbered among men.
You spend your passion on a misprized mood. I am not guilty of Lysander's blood, nor is he dead, for aught that I can tell.
I pray thee tell me then that he is well.
And if I could, what should I get there for?
A privilege never to
see me more. And from my hated presence part I so see me no more, whether he be dead or no.
Oh! There is no following her in this fierce vein. Here, therefore, for a while, I will remain.
What hast thou done? Thou hast mistaken quite, and laid the love juice on some true love sight. By thy misprison must perforce ensue some true love turned, not a false turned true. About the wood, go swifter than the wind. And Helena of Athens look thou find. Oh, fancy sick she is, and pale of cheer, with sighs of love that cost the fresh blood dear. By some illusion see thou bring her here. I'll charm his eyes against she do appear.
I go, look how I go, swifter than arrow from Tartar's bow.
Flower of this purple dye, hit with Cupid's archery. Sink an apple of his eye. When his love he doth espy, let her shine as gloriously as Venus of the sky. When his love he doth espy, beg of her for remedy.
Captain of our fairy band, Helena is here at hand, and the youth mistook by me, pleading for a lover's fee. Shall we their fond pageant see? Lord, what fools these mortals be!
Stand aside! The noise they make will cause Demetrius to awake!
Then will two at once woo one, and those things do best please me that befall preposterously.
Why should you think that I should woo in scorn? Scorn and derision never come in tears. Look, when I vow, I weep. And vows so born in their nativity, all truth appears. How can these things in me seem scorn to you, bearing the badge of faith to prove them true?
You do advance your cunning more and more. When truth kills truth, oh, devilish holy fray. These vows are Hermia's. Will you give her or weigh oath with oath, and you will nothing weigh?
I had no judgment when to her I swore.
Nor none, in my mind. Now you give her or.
Demetrius loves her, and he loves not you.
Helen, goddess, nymph, perfect, divine, to what my love shall I compare thine eye? Crystal is muddy. Oh, then let me kiss this princess of pure white, the seal of bliss.
Oh, spite! Oh, hell! I see you all are bent to set against me for your merriment. If you were civil and knew courtesy, you would not do me thus much injury. Can you not hate me, as I know you do, but you must join in souls to mock me too? If you were men, as men you are and show, you would not use a gentle lady so.
You are unkind, Demetrius, be not so. For you love Hermia, this you know I know. And here, with all goodwill, with all my heart, in Hermia's love I yield you up my part. And yours of Helena to me bequeath, whom I do love and will do till my death.
Never did mockers waste more idle breath.
Lysander, keep thy Hermia, I will none. If e'er I loved her, all that love is gone.
Helen, it is not so.
Disparage not the faith thou dost not know.
Oh, thou art not by mine eye, Lysander, found. Mine ear, I think it brought me to thy sound. But why? Unkindly didst thou leave me so.
Why should he stay whom love doth press to go?
What love could press Lysander from my side?
Lysander's love that would not let him bide. Fair Helena, who more engilds the night than all yon fiery O's and eyes of light. Why seek'st thou me? Could not this make thee know the hate I bear thee made me leave thee so?
You speak not as you think, it cannot be. Lo, she is one of this confederacy. Now I perceive they have conjoined all three to fashion this false sport in spite of me. Injurious Hermia! Most ungrateful maid! Have you conspired? Have you with these contrived to bait me in this foul derision? Is all the counsel that we two have shared, all sisters' vows, the hours that we have spent when we have chid the hasty-footed time for parting us, is all forgot? All school days, friendships, childhood innocence. We, Hermia, like two artificial gods, have with our needles created both one flower. As if our hands, our sides, voices, and minds had been incorporate. Oh, God. Two lovely berries molded on one stem. So with two seeming bodies, but one heart. Two of the first like coats to heraldry, to but to one, and crowned with one crest. And will you rent our ancient love asunder to join with men? And scorning your poor friend? It is not friendly. 'Tis not maidenly. Our sex, as well as I may chide you for it, liable to any injury.
I am amazed at your passionate words. I scorn you not. It seems that you scorn me.
Have you not set Lysander as in scorn to follow me and praise my eyes and face and your other love? Demetrius, who even but now did spurn me with his foot to call me goddess. Nymph.
Divine.
Divine and rare. Precious. Celestial. Wherefore he speaks this to her he hates, and wherefore doth Lysander deny your love, so rich within his soul, and tender me, forsooth, affection?
I understand not what you mean by this.
I do. Persever. Counterfeit sad looks, make mouths upon me when I turn my back, wink at each other, hold the sweet toast up, but fare you well.
Stay, gentle Helena, hear my excuse, my love, my life, my soul, fair Helena!
Oh, excellent! Please do not scorn her so.
If she cannot entreat, I can compel.
Thou canst compel no more than she entreat. Thy threats have no more strength in her weak prayers. Helen, I love thee, by my life I do!
I say I love thee more than he can do.
If thou say so, withdraw and prove it too!
Oh, quick, come!
Lysander, where to tend all this?
Hang off, thou cat, thou burr, vile thing, let loose or I will shake thee from me like a serpent!
Why are you grown so rude? What changes this? Sweet love?
Thy love? Out, loathed medicine, oh hated potion, hence!
Do you not jest? Yes, Sue, and so do you.
Demetrius, I will keep my word with thee.
I would I had your bond, for I perceive a weak bond holds you. I'll not trust your word.
What? Should I hurt her? Strike her? Kill her dead? Although I hate her, I'll not harm her so.
What? Can you do me greater harm than hate? Oh, me. You juggler. You canker blossom. You thief of love. What have you come by night and stolen my love's heart from him?
Oh, fine. Have you no modesty? No maiden shame? No tucked bashfulness? What? Will you tear impatient answers from my gentle tongue? Fine! Fine, you counterfeit, you puppet!
Puppet? Why so?
Aye, that way goes the game. Now I perceive that she hath made compare between our statures. She hath urged her height, and with her personage her tall personage, her height forsooth, she hath prevailed with him. And are you grown so high in his esteem because I am so dwarfish and so low? How low am I, thou painted maypole? Speak, how low am I? I am not yet so low but that my nails can reach unto thine eye. I pray you, though you mock me, gentlemen, let her not strike me. You perhaps may think I can match her because she's something lower than myself. Lower, hark again!
Be not afraid, she shall not harm thee, Helena.
No, sir, she shall not, though you take her part.
Oh, when she is angry, she is keen and shrewd. She was a vixen when she went to school. And though she be but little, she is fierce.
Little again, nothing but low and little. Why will you suffer her to flout me thus? Let me come to her!
Get you gone, you dwarf! You minimus of hindering knotgrass maid you be! You acorn!
You are too officious.
Then follow if thou darest to try whose right of thine or mine is most in Helena.
Follow? Nay, I'll go with thee, cheek by jowl.
Oh, nay, go not back. I will not trust you. I no longer stay in your cursed company. Your hands than mine are quicker for a fray. My legs are longer, though, to run away. Though I am amazed and know not what to say.
This is thy negligence! Still thou mistakest, or else committest thy knaveries willfully!
Believe me, King of Shadows, I mistook. Did not you tell me I should know the man by the Athenian garments he had on?
Oh. Thou seest these lovers seek a place to fight. High, therefore, Robin, overcast the night. Starry welkin cover thou anon, with drooping fog as black as Acheron, and lead these testy rivals so astray as one come not within another's way, till o'er their brows death counterfeiting sleep, with leaden legs and fatty wings doth creep. And crush this herb into Lysander's eye, whose liquor hath this virtuous property, to take from thence all error with his might, and make his eyeballs roll with wonted sight. When they next wake, all this derision shall seem a dream and a fruitless vision. And back to Athens shall the lovers wend, with league whose date till death shall never end. Whiles I in this affair do thee employ, I'll to my queen, and fetch her Indian boy. And then I will her charmed eye release from monster's view, and all things shall be peace.
My fairy lord, this must be done with haste, for night's swift dragons cut the clouds full fast, and yonder shines Aurora's harbinger, at whose approach ghosts, wandering here and there, troop home to churchyards. Damned spirits, all they willfully themselves exile from light, and must for aye consort with black-browed night.
But we are spirits of another sort. I, with the morning love, have oft made sport, and like a forester, the groves may tread, even till the eastern gate all fiery red, opening on Neptune, the fair blessed beams, turns into yellow gold his salt green streams. But notwithstanding haste, make no delay. We may effect this business ere till day.
Up and down, up and down. I will lead them up and down. I am feared in field and town. Goblin, lead them up and down. Here comes one.
down upon this flowery bed, while I thy amiable cheeks do coy, and stick musk roses in thy sleek smooth head, and kiss thy fair large ears, my gentle joy.
Where's Peas Blossom?
Ready?
Oh, scratch my head, Peas Blossom. Where's Monsieur Mustard Seed?
Ready?
Oh,
What's your will?
nothing good, Monsieur, but to help Peas Blossom to scratch. Oh, I must to the barber, good Monsieur. Methinks I am marvelous hairy about the face. And I am such a tender ass. If my hair can tickle me, I must scratch.
Wilt thou hear some music, my sweet love?
I have a reasonable good ear in music.
Or, say, sweet love, what thou desirest to eat.
Oh, truly, a peck of provender. I could munch your good dry oat. Oh, methinks I have a great desire to a bottle of hay. Good hay, sweet hay, hath no fellow.
I have a venturous fairy that shall seek the squirrel's hoard and fetch thee new nuts.
I'd rather have a handful of two of dried peas. But I pray you, let none of your people stir me, for I have an exposition of sleep come upon me.
Sleep thou, and I will wind thee in my arms. Fairies, be gone, and be always away. So does the woodbine, the sweet honeysuckle gently entwist, the female ivy so enrings the barky fingers of the elm. Oh, how I love thee, how I dote on thee.
Welcome, good Robin. Seest thou this sweet sight? Her dotage now I do begin to pity. For meeting her of late behind the wood, seeking sweet favors for this hateful fool, I did upbraid her, and fall out with her. For she his hairy temples then had rounded with coronet of fresh and fragrant flowers. And that same dew which sometime on the buds was wont to swell like round and orient pearls stood now within the pretty Florian's eyes like tears that did their own disgrace bewail. When I had in my pleasure taunted her, and she in mild terms begged my patience, I then did ask of her changeling child, which straight she gave me, and her fairy sent to bear him to my bower in fairyland. And now I have the boy. I will undo this hateful imperfection of her eyes. And gentle Puck, take this transformed scalp from off the head of this Athenian swain, that he awaking when the other do, will all to Athens back again repair, and think no more of this night's vexation, but as a dream. But first, I will release the fairy queen. Be as thou was wont to be. See as thou was wont to see. Dian's bud or Cupid's flower hath such force and blessed power. Now, my Titania, wake you, my sweet queen.
My Oberon, what visions have I seen? Methought I was enamored of an ass.
There lies your love.
How came these things to pass? Oh, how mine eyes do loathe his visage now.
Silence a while. Robus, take off this head. Now, thou and I renew an enmity, and will tomorrow midnight solemnly dance in Duke Theseus' house triumphantly, and bless it all to fair prosperity. There shall the pairs of faithful lovers be wedded with Theseus, all in jollity.
Now when thou wakest, with thine own fool's eyes peep.
Sound music! Come, my queen. take hands with me and rock the ground where these sleepers be.
Fairy King, attendant Mark! I do hear the morning lark.
Come, my lord, and in our flight, tell me how it came this night that I, sleeping here, was found with these mortals on the ground.
I was with Hercules and Cadmus once, when in a wood of Crete they bayed the bear with hounds of Sparta. Never did I hear so musical a discord, such sweet thunder.
My hounds are bred out of a Spartan kind. Crook-kneed and dewlap like Thessalian bulls. Slow in pursuit, but matched in mouth like bells. A cry more tunable was never hollowed, each under each. But soft, what nymphs are these? Good morrow, friends. St. Valentine is past. Begin these woodbirds but to couple now?
Pardon, my lord.
I pray you all, stand up. I know you two are rival enemies. How comes this gentle concord in the world that hatred is so far from jealousy to sleep by hate and fear no enmity?
My lord, I shall reply amazedly, half sleep, half waking, but as yet I swear I cannot truly say how I came here. But, as I think, for truly would I speak, and now I do bethink me so it is. I came with Hermia hither. Our intent was to be gone from Athens, where we might, without the peril of the Athenian law...
Enough! Enough! My lord, you have enough! I beg the law upon his head. They would have stolen away, they would. Demetrius, thereby to have defeated you and me. You of your wife and me of my consent. Of my consent that she should be your wife.
My lord, fair Helen told me of their stealth, of this their purpose hither to this wood, and I in fury hither followed them. Fair Helena in fancy following me. But, my good lord, I wot not by what power, but by some power it is, my love to Hermia, melted as the snow, seems to me now as the remembrance of an idol god which in my childhood I did dote upon, and all the faith, the virtue of my heart, the object and the pleasure of mine eye, is only Helena. Now I do wish it, love it, long for it, and will forevermore be true to it.
Fair lovely. You are fortunately met. Of this discourse we more will hear anon. Aegea, I will overbear your will, for in the temple by and by with us these couples shall eternally be knit. Away with us to Athens, 3 and 3 will hold a feast in great solemnity. Come, Hippolyta.
Are you sure we are awake? It seems to me that yet we sleep, we dream. Do not you think the Duke was here and bid us follow him?
And he did bid us follow to the temple.
Why then we are awake! Let's follow him! And, by the way, let us recount our dreams.
When my cue comes, coming, I will answer. My next is most fair Pyramus. Heyo, Peter Quince, flute the bellows mender, snap the tinker, snub the joiner. Oh, God's my life, stolen hence and left me asleep. I've had a most rare vision. I've had a dream past the wit of man to say what dream it was. Oh, man is but an ass if he were to go about to expound this dream. Methought I was. There's no man who can say what methought. Methought I was and methought I had. Man is but a patched fool if he were to offer to say what he thought I had. Oh, man's eye hath not heard. Man's ear hath not seen, the hand of man is not able to taste, his tongue to conceive, nor his heart to report what my dream was. I will get Peter Quince to write a ballad of this dream, and it shall be called Bottom's Dream, for it hath no bottom.
I will sing it before the Duke in the latter end of a play. Oh, Peter Quince!
Have you sent to Bottom's house? Has he come home yet?
He cannot be heard of. Out of doubt he is transported.
If he come not, then the play is marred. It goes not forward. Doth it?
It is not possible. You have not a man in all Athens able to discharge Pyramus, but he.
No, he has simply the best wit of any handicraft man in Athens.
Best person too. He's a very paramour for a sweet voice.
You must say paragon. A paramour is, God bless us, a thing of naught.
Masters! The Duke is coming from the temple, and there are 2 or 3 lords and ladies who are married. If our sport had gone forward, we had all been made men.
Oh, sweet bully Bottom. Thus had he lost 6 pence a day during his life. And had the Duke not given him 6 pence a day for playing Pyramus, I'll be hanged.
Where are these lads? Where are these Masters, I must discourse wonders, but ask me not what. For if I tell you I am not true Athenian, not a word of me. All that I will tell you is that the Duke hath dined. Get your apparel together, new strings to your beards, new ribbons to your pumps. Every man look o'er his part. Let's meet presently at the palace. For the short and long is, our play is preferred. In any case, let Thisbe have clean linens, and let not him that plays the lion pare his nails, for they shall hang out for the lion's claws. And most dear actors, eat no onions nor garlic, for we are to utter sweet breath, and I do not doubt but to hear them say it is a sweet comedy. No more words. Away! Go away!
That these lovers speak of.
More strange than true. I never may believe these antic fables, nor these fairy toys. Lovers and madmen have such seething brains, such shaping fantasies that apprehend more than cool reason ever comprehends. The lunatic, the lover, and the poet are of imagination, all compact.
But all the story of the night told over, and all their minds transfigured so together, more witness it than fancy's images, and grows to something of great constancy, but however so strange and admirable.
Here come the lovers now, full of joy and mirth. Joy, gentle friends, joy and fresh days of love accompany your hearts.
More than to us, wait in your royal walks, your board, your bed.
Ha ha, come now, what mask, what dances shall we have to wear away the long age of 3 hours between our after supper and bedtime? Where is our usual manager of mirth? Ha ha! What rebels are at hand? Is there no play to ease the anguish of a torturing hour? Ha ha!
Here, mighty Theseus.
Ah, say, what abridgment have you for this evening? What music? What masks? How shall we beguile the lazy time, if not with some delight?
There is a brief. How many sports are right? Make choice of which your highness will see first.
Yes. Ooh, the battle with the centaurs, to be sung by an Athenian eunuch to the harp. Will none of that. Ooh, the riot of the tipsy bacchanals, tearing the Thracian singer in his rage. Rah! That is an old device. Yes. The thrice three muses, mourning for the death of learning, late deceased in beggary. That is some satire, keen and critical, and not sorting with a nuptial ceremony. A tedious and brief scene of Pyramus and his love Thisbe. Very tragical mirth. Merry and tragical. Tedious and brief. Why, that is hot ice and wondrous strange snow. How shall we find the concord of this discord?
A play. There is, my lord, some 10 words long, which is as brief as I have known a play, but by 10 words, my lord, it is too long, which makes it tedious. For in all the play, there's not one word apt, one player fitted. And tragical, my noble lord, it is, for Pyramus therein doth kill himself. No, my noble lord, it is not for you. I have heard it o'er.
And we will hear it, for never anything can be amiss when simpleness and duty tender it. Go, bring them in. Take your places, ladies.
Prologue is addressed.
Let him approach!
If we offend, it is with our goodwill. No, that you should think, that we come not to offend, but with goodwill. To show our simple skill, that is the true beginning of our end. Consider then, we come but in despite. We do not come as minding to content you. Our true intent is all for your delight. We are not here. That you should repent you. The actors are at hand, and by their show you shall know all that you are like to know.
This fellow does not stand upon points.
Indeed, he hath played on this prologue like a child on a recorder. A sound, but not in government.
Gentles, perchance you wonder at this show. But wonder on, till truth make all things plain. This man is Pyramus, if you would know. This beauteous lady, Thisbe, is certain. This man with lime and rough cast doth present wall. That vile wall, which did these lovers sunder. And through wall's chink, poor souls, are they content to whisper. At the which, let no man wonder. By moonshine did these lovers think no scorn to meet at Ninus' tomb, there to woo this grisly beast, which lion hight by name, the trusty Thisbe coming first by night did scare away, or rather did affright, and as she fled her mantle she did fall, which lion vile with bloody mouth did stain. Anon comes Pyramus, sweet youth and tall, to find his trusty Thisbe's mantle slain, whereat with bloody, blameful blade, he bravely broached his boiling bloody breast, and Thisbe, tarrying in mulberry shade, his dagger drew and died. For all the rest, let lie in the moonshine wall and lovers twain at large discourse while here they do remain.
I wanted the lion be to speak.
No wonder, my lord. One lion may when many asses do.
In this same interlude it doth befall that I one snout by name present a wall, and such a wall as would have you think that had in it a crannied hole or chink, through which the lovers, Pyramus and Thisbe, did whisper often very secretly. Oh, this loam, this rough casting, this stone doth show that I am that same wall. But the truth is so. Oh, and this the cranny is, right and sinister, through which the fearful lovers are to whisper. Would you desire lime and ham and speed better?
It is the wittiest partition that ever I heard discourse.
Pyramus draws near the wall, silence.
Oh, grim looked night, oh night with hue so black, oh night which ever art when day is not, oh night, alack, alack, alack! Oh, I fear my Thisbe's promise is forgot. And thou, oh wall, oh sweet and lovely wall, who stands between my father's ground, her father's ground, and mine. Oh wall, thou wall, oh sweet and lovely wall, show me thy chink, through which to blink with mine eye. Thank you, courteous wall. Jove shield thee well for this. But what see I? No Thisbe do I see. Oh, wicked wall, through whom I see no bliss. Curse be for thus deceiving me.
The wall, methinks, being sensible, should curse again.
Oh, no, sir, in truth he should not. Deceiving me is Thisbe's cue. She is to enter now. I will spy her through the wall. You shall see, it will fall pat, as I told you. Oh, yonder she comes.
Oh, wall, full often hast thou heard my moans for parting my fair Pyramus and me. My cherry lips have often kissed thy stones with lime and hair knit up in thee.
I see a voice. Now will I to the wall, that I may spy and hear my Thisbe's face. Thisbe!
My love, thou art my love, I think.
Think what thou wilt. I am thy lover's grace, and like Lamander am I trusty still.
And I like Helen, till the fates me kill.
Kiss me through the hole of this vile wall.
I kiss the wall's hole, not your lips at all.
Wilt thou at Ninny's tomb meet me straightway?
Tight life, tight death, I come without delay.
Thus have I, wall, my part discharged so. In being done, this wall, away to go.
That ever I heard.
If we imagine no worse of them than they themselves, they may pass for excellent men. But here comes two noble beasts in, a man and lion.
You ladies, you whose gentle hearts do fear the smallest monstrous mouse that creeps on floor, may now perchance both quake and tremble here, when lion rough in wildest rage doth then know that I, as Snug the joiner, am a lion fell, nor else no lion's dam. For if I, as lion, should come in strife into this place, 'twere pity on my life.
A very gentle beast and of a good conscience.
This lion is a very fox for his valor.
True, and a goose of his discretion.
This lanthorn doth the horned moon present. Myself, the man in the moon.
This is the greatest error of all the rest. The man must be put in the lanthorn. How else is it the man in the moon?
I am weary of this. Would he would change.
All I have to say is that this lanthorn is the moon. I, the man in the moon. This thorn bush, my thorn bush, and this dog. My dog!
But silence, here comes Thisbe.
This is old Ninny's tomb. Where is my love?
Meow. 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 Roar! Roar!
Well roared, lion.
Well shown, moon. Truly truly the moon shines with a good grace.
Well mouse, lion, well mouse.
And then came Pyramus.
Sweet moon, I thank thee for thy sunny beams. I thank thee now for shining so bright. For by thy gracious golden glittering gleams, I trust to taste of truest Thisbe's sight. But stay, O spite! But mark, poor knight, what dreadful dole is here! Eyes, do you see? How can it be? Oh, dainty duck, oh dear! What mantle good, what stained with blood? Approach ye, furies fell! Come, oh fates, come, come! Cut thread and drum, quail, crush, conclude, and quail!
Beshrew my heart, but I pity the man.
Wherefore, lion, did thou frame nature? Since lion vile didst here devour, deflower, my dear, who is, no, who was the fairest dame who ever looked, that loved, that lived, that liked with cheer. Come, tears, confound, out, sewed and wound that pap of Pyramus, I, that left pap where heart doth hop. Oh, thus die I, thus. Oh, now am I dead, now am I fled, my soul is in the sky. Tongue, lose thy light. Oh, take thy flight. Now die. Am I dead?
With the help of the surgeon, he may yet recover and yet prove an ass. Oh, here she comes, and her passion ends the play.
Oh, methinks she should not use a long one for such a Pyramus. I hope she will be brief.
Asleep, my love. What? Dead, my dove? Oh, Pyramus, arise! Speak, speak. Quite dumb? Dead? Dead? A tomb must cover thy sweet eyes, these lily lips, this cherry nose, these yellow cowslip cheeks are gone, are gone. Lovers, make moan. His eyes were green as leeks. Oh, sisters three, come to me with hands as pale as milk. Lay them in gore, since you have shore with shears his thread of silk. Tongue, not a word. Come, trusty sword. Come, blade, my breast imbrue. And farewell, friends. Thus Thisbe ends. Adieu, adieu, adieu.
Moonshine love and left to bury the dead.
Lion wall too.
Oh, would you like to see an epilogue or to hear a bergamask dance between two of our
No
company?
epilogue, I pray you. For your play needs no excuse. Never excuse. For when the players are all dead, there none need be blamed. Tongue of midnight hath told 12. Lovers, to bed, 'tis almost fairy time. I fear we shall outsleep the coming morn as much as we this night have overwatched. This palpable gross play hath well beguiled the heavy gate of night. Sweet friends, to bed. A fortnight hold we in solemnity, with nightly revels and new jollities.
Now until the break of day, through this house each fairy stray. To the best bride bed will we, which by us shall blessed be, and the issue there create ever shall be fortunate So shall all the couples three ever true in loving be. And the blots of nature's hand shall not in their issue stand. It's never mole, hairlip, nor scar, nor mark prodigious such as are despised in nativity shall upon their children be.
With this field do consecrate, every fairy take his gate, and each several chamber blessed, through this palace with sweet peace, and the owner of it blessed, ever shall in safety rest. Trip away, make no stay, meet me all by break of day.
If we shadows have offended, think but this, and all is mended, that you have but slumbered here, while these visions did appear, and this weak and idle theme, no more yielding but a dream. Gentles, do not reprehend, if you pardon, we will mend. And as I am an honest puck, if we have unearned luck, now to escape the serpent's tongue, we shall make amends ere long. Else the puck alive